Good evening to all of you. I hope Sunday is going well for everyone. However, we have a lot to discuss, so please come in. As everyone is aware, Yandi and Mendeecees have been going through a difficult time lately. They simply cannot get a break, and the last few months have been nothing but turmoil. First, Kirk and Rashida were out here making crude remarks that suggested Mendeecees had been cheating. And now, as things were beginning to calm down a little, Facebook decided to append the status quo once more. I'm simply scrolling and taking care of myself when, wow, this appears, according to this post I came across. All right, it's been a week and I fulfilled my end of the bargain. I had to pause and ask, what's the deal? Just wanted y'all to know that a friend of mine was hanging out with Mendeecees and Rich Delas on Sunday. The person goes on additionally, she included a photo. It featured him with several women, seeming warm and flirtatious. And guess what? He didn't have on his wedding band. People are now making assumptions and going crazy with it. Let's face it though, does not prove his guilt. It still doesn't look good though. And just when you think it's over, Tasha K shows up to spice things up in a way that only she can. She immediately goes online and claims to have receipts for Mendeecees. I'm referring to voice memos and screenshots of his purported side chick's text messages. Now that I've heard that voice memo for myself, I have to tell you that it didn't even sound like him. However, I'll let you all make that determination. But the screenshots. They were messy, but it was difficult to confirm. These receipts, as usual, are highly individualized. My current query is, why are people putting in extra effort to undermine this man? Is this genuinely about protecting Yandi and ensuring that she isn't being taken advantage of? Or do people simply want to watch her relationship situationship, as some claim they aren't even legally married in public? Let's face it, not everyone who throws shade does so out of concern or love. There are those who simply enjoy seeing things burn. That's the messy reality of everything. And to be honest, this kind of drama is what the internet is all about. And while we're talking about that, let's discuss Yandi's approach to this whole situation. She hasn't said much so far, which is odd. It's time she's letting people talk instead of quickly dispelling rumors or retaliating against haters. Perhaps she is keeping her peace, or perhaps there is a reality she would rather not discuss in public. In any case, sometimes silence speaks louder than words. Additionally, silence can be either a sign of authority or pressure in the field of public relations. You make the decision. Everyone is now anticipating what will happen next. Yandi, have an answer? Will Mendeecees make another attempt to cleanse his name? Or will they both continue to push things along as usual and pretend nothing happened? Receipts, denial, diversion, and then bang, getting back together as if nothing had happened. You all know how this cycle works. However, I'm not sure how long they can continue to ignore it given all of this public attention. The elephant in the room will eventually need to be addressed anyway, so you can hear these alleged receipts for yourself. I'm going to play Tasha K's video now. It's still juicy and sloppy, so grab some munchies. I'll be back after that with my analysis and comments on what's actually happening behind the scenes. In the meantime, please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Is Mendeecees cheating, or is this just another instance of online investigators going overboard? 'Cause the tea is steaming and the drama is scorching, baby.
The receipts that we just got on Mendeecees, we all knew when he was on Love and Hip Hop and he was talking about Yandi wasn't taking care of her wifely duty and she would rather work than take care of him. His ego was bruised because, you know, he was kind of limited at what he could do. He was used to being a dope boy that was wanted by everybody. And now Yandi don't really need this nigga. And so this is the type of nigga here that needs women to make him feel like a man because he is shaped and talks just like a female. Mendeecees is giving stud. His son is more masculine than him, bitch. Now, so we just got word in real time. Some receipts were sent to us. We did promise the girl that we would give her anonymity. He knows who she is because he blocked her today. Put up the block receipt. That was fast. And, she got her receipts before. I asked her to send a screenshot of the DMs, and she did that. So let me pull up mine. So the voice note, we got him. Give me 1 second. He goes in the next text, like real bad. She says, you can have me. He says, I can't even front no more. She said, I'll let you have me. He said, we'll see. And then she goes, I will. She's from North Carolina, by the way. He goes, you be busy. And then she goes, so you don't want me? And then he goes, I do, absolutely do. We have a voice recording. Let's go.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But, yeah, usually, beautiful women are not into, pleasing men or just, they make it all about themselves. Well,
I'm just trying to figure out, was he talking about Yandi? There's beautiful women out here, but they're not willing to please men. Because he did say that on Love and Hip Hop, didn't he? He said on Love and Hip Hop, she's not pleasing me. She's very beautiful, but but you seem like a pleaser. And that's very attractive. Why would he be telling another woman that women out here aren't willing to please men, but she sounds like she does? That's very attractive to him. He don't sound like a married man. That boy horny. He real horny. He sound like he was hard. What y'all think Yandi gonna say to this? Is she gonna say she sent the receipts? He was talking to me. We was rolling.
Let's now discuss these purported messages. She allegedly received texts from Mendeecees saying things like, I want you. I really want you. I want to give you a kiss. How are you today? That sly, flirtatious, link-type conversation. What truly grabbed people's attention, though, was that he was sending voice notes. And multiple, not just one or two. Even though some haven't been leaked yet, she sent some back. Hearing her side of the conversation as well would have been really beneficial, because it's only one-sided tea being spilled at the moment. We need more than just a taste. We need the full kettle. It doesn't take much for folks to think the worst when you're out here with Rich DeLaws of all people. Mendeecees. Rich isn't exactly known for being tidy, so, additionally, it's not a good look since, as they say, you are the company you keep. Only feeds the flames, especially when people are already chatting on the streets. In my mind, Yandi, girl, you are my homegirl, and I detest this for you. It's up to you whether you stay or leave. But let me be clear, you deserve better than. All of this chaos having stated that, I'm not sure. Even after listening to the audio one more time, I'm not entirely convinced. Because of what? Reality is no longer real. AI has the ability to clone voices, alter messages, and falsify voice notes. Just to spice things up, people are out here being shady. It's more difficult than ever to distinguish between what is authentic and what is merely a viral hoax. Therefore, I'm keeping an eyebrow raised until the facts are verified. Even though some people are quick to draw conclusions, but there's no denying that this is a complex scenario. Let this be clear. When you come against the grain, it's a war you will never win, says Mama D, interrupting with her typical dramatics. Whoa, this isn't for you, baby. It's for the guilty. Parties, she said, tagging Tasha K. That's a lie if I ever heard one. When it's not your business, Mama D, why do you always make the loudest noise in the room? Discussing fictitious 2023 receipts as if they were top secret information. Her palace is in disarray. If anything is, it had to be said by someone. Oh my God, this woman is such an evil, messy spirit. Someone else wrote in the comments. They entered, darling. Want a date, son? And you can't stay out of Scrappy's business? Another person remarked. Oh, that's not it. Not to mention the individual who claimed you're jealous of Bambi because you're not attractive. They stated her neck was too long and compared her to a llama. Wow. The comment section quickly devolved into a heated argument. It quickly became awful. The part that's wild. They weren't even leaving comments on Mama D's Instagram. Demonstrates the depth of people's annoyance. People have had enough of the back and forth and mayhem. And the whole thing with the diss track. Let's not even pretend it was adorable, kid. Spice and she were both dragged by the fans for that. The internet will call you out if you're being messy, regardless of who you are. This isn't it. Therefore, Mama D might want to put this one on hold and concentrate on her own plot. Tell me what you think. Then, do you think that voice memo sounds like Mendeecees? Is Yandi simply caught in the crossfire Ganor? Is she somehow connected to any of this? Is it all AI-generated nonsense designed to create drama for clicks? Is this just another setup with her name attached? Or are these communications genuinely genuine? I'm interested in your theories. Give this video a thumbs up. Share your ideas in the comments, and I'll see you all next time for more tea. For now, goodbye.